What's good, YouTube? It's Rage Rail. So in today's video, I want to show you guys some gameplay with this gun spread flex scheme right here. So if you enjoy this video, go and drop a like on the video right now. Go ahead and sub and turn on post notifications on. So I hope you guys are having an amazing day. Now, before I go any further, I just want to show you guys my website. All things Madden will be the future for the Madden community. This is so much more than your standard ebook website. This website right here is designed for everything that you love to do in Madden. We know you love tournaments. We know you love to play CFLs. We have money CFLs. We have free CFLs. We even give you reward points for shopping on our website. There's also an amazing feature that we put on there called Request an ebook. Now, this is the exact process that you'll go through when you actually check out, and we also offer a number of payments. So go ahead and head over to allthingsmadden.com to see what all the hype is about. Alright, so before we hop right into gameplay, I want to show you guys just kind of the personnel and just kind of show you some plays in here. Now, if you're curious about this particular scheme and you want me to go to it in detail, please make sure you check out my mini scheme on this formation that I did a couple videos ago. Now make sure you check my offensive playlist for that if I haven't already linked it at the top. So make sure you go check out this video. But anyways, I want to talk to you guys really quick in case you haven't, is just about how you do the personnel on here. So you can actually get 4 receivers inside this formation. So for that, all you need to do is go to packages and you need to go to dual tight end slot. Now notice how I put your tight end now at the slot receiver position. Let me make sure that is the correct one. So it might be tight end slot weak. Yeah, so I lied to you. It's tight end slot weak. So notice how our tight end goes into the slot side on his left side. So you see how he's on the left side. So all you want to do is come right here and you can sub in whoever you want to. So normally you're gonna want one of your fastest players there. So I like to leave Quez Watkins here. And if we go back to tight end slot, we notice how now we have 4 receivers on the field, and it basically moved Greg Ward to this spot right here. Now, keep in mind, you cannot sub this spot. If you try to sub in another tight end or something like that, you will not be able to utilize this package. So please make sure you do not do that. Now, if you want to move receivers around, the best way to do it is to sub on the outside. So like if I wanted Devontae Smith on the other side, so if I put Greg Ward Jr. here, it should put Devontae Smith on that side. Nope, it actually took him out. So this formation, you have to be careful because some things like that do happen when you try to sub people in. Sometimes it kicks people out. This is just one of those weird formations that does that inside the package. Now you can always go to the depth chart and figure out exactly where you need to put your receivers at, to where you can put them exactly where you want them when you go to the tight end slot. So that's definitely an option. I just don't want to do that right now because I don't want this being a video that's being too long. So I just wanted to kind of go over that, and that's how you actually get 4 receivers out there for this spread formation. Now, this RPO read screen is extremely good. You'll see that in game, but it also can be bad in some ways, and you'll see that too in the game. Now, PA deep out, you guys know that's really good. Wide corner is extremely good. Jet touch pass is a normal jet touch pass. I don't really care for it that much. Slot flags is an extremely good play. You tell I called it 4 times, average 16 yards with it. Now wide cross it's extremely good play as well. Until I caught it 4 times, average almost 15 yards with it. Smash corners is extremely overpowered play if you know how to run it right, which I provided that tip for you in my spread flex video. And outside zone, it's okay. It's just your standard zone, outside zone. So the RPO is more of an inside zone as well. So anyways, just kind of wanted to take you through really quick on the offense, but let's go in and dive right into this gameplay. So here we go. Now, like I said, I am inside the spread offensive playbook, and honestly, a lot of people love this spread playbook because you have 33 different spread formations. Now, I'm kind of half and half on it. Now, they definitely have a lot of great formations, but sometimes having too much is a problem. And so it makes it to where you just kind of have too many good plays. So that's why I like to kind of stick with what I believe is one of the best formations, and this one honestly is. Now, what would make this formation even better is if you have post routes from your outside receiver on the right side. So you know how basically we have a lot of posts. So if it's at PA deep out, the post is from the middle. Then you have a wide shallow cross, which the post comes from the left side. Now, quickly before I talk about that some more. Now, I really love that read option. Now, it works extremely well if you have an escape artist quarterback, but it also works good if you just have a quarterback that's somewhat fast. So basically like how Jalen Hurts, notice how he does not have an escape artist, but we was able to kind of swerve that defender because we were actually able to utilize his for real speed. Now, hopefully on Madden 23, that's something they fixed, because I feel like Jalen Hurts is a fast quarterback, so he should be able to run, right? Now, I know next year they're making X factors for escape artists, but hopefully they do some type of ability to let you run the ball like you should. So like when you're doing those quarterback draws, or you're doing those read options, you should be able to really get out of there. Not read options, you are able to do it on read options, but other run plays such as like the quarterback power, I think it is, where they do the little motion but the quarterback keeps it, where it's a read option from the receiver, if that makes sense. But if they should let you do things like that, and actually let you get out of there with your quarterback, because I hate how EA pretty much nerfed that, you know, because around Madden 21 you were able to do that. Madden 21 and on down, like if your quarterback kept the ball on any style of whatever the play was, he'll get like a speed burst, and I think that was really healthy for the game, because it made it, you know, it's made it more realistic, you know. It's right there, we throw a nice dot, and I really love this gameplay as well, because my opponent switched up his defense a lot, so you get a lot of coverage shows, so you had a lot of looks out of this offense. Now also there is going to be defensive gameplay with this. Now just a spoiler alert, because this is going to be in my next video, but I actually ran the defense that I put out for you guys, the 3-4 even, with the strong safety at linebacker. So I'm gonna show you, it's gonna be this gameplay that you're seeing, but obviously it's gonna be from a defensive point of view. So just wanted to give you guys, you know, a little something in case you were wondering what videos coming next. That's gonna be what's coming next, is the defensive part of this game, and just to kind of spread out the content, you know. So I know you guys like the offensive stuff, but I just want to show you guys that I can also, you know, cook up some stuff on defense there, you know. But the only reason like I said, I might get into it some more on my defensive video, so I'll just only briefly talk about it, because I know for a fact I will. But the only reason that I don't really do a lot of defensive stuff is because a lot of you guys are ignorant. And what I mean by ignorant is just you know, you want to run what's meta on defense. You'll play around on offense, like trying to run some different things on offense, but when it comes to defense, you're gonna run with what you've seen work, you know, by the upper level YouTubers, the pros, you know. So that's what your style of comfort is going to be. So that's why I try not to touch on defense tools. Now there is a percentage of you guys that actually want to just genuinely run your own defensive thing, and that's why I still put it out, you know. I'm just telling you guys, you know, what the truth is. That's pretty much the truth. Is most people will switch it up on offense, but when it comes to defense, they don't really want to switch it up, you know, because they know how to set it up to shoot the runs. They know how to, you know, protect the pass still, you know, they know how to blitz just right out of it. So, you know, there's a lot of reasons like that, you know. So that's why I said it's more, you know, it's easier to put out offensive stuff than it is defensive stuff as far as getting positive feedback. But like I said, this is that play that I was telling you guys about. It's so good. Like I said, if you kind of want to see this play broken down and why I make that read I make, please make sure you go check out the offensive playlist for this. And also, if you really like this formation and you can see yourself running this, consider going to my website and actually requesting me to make an ebook for you for this, and I'll show you every single play I like, and I'll show you how I run every single play. So right there, that actually blew my mind right there, because that RPO is really good. But if you go back and look, I thought that offensive line was actually going to go block him, because he actually ran out there, but he just didn't block him. And, you know, I mean, I'll take that, you know. That was, I mean, I'm not going to call it a bad read. I guess you can, but I was more shocked than anything, honestly, because I just really didn't think that that lineman, you know, that defensive lineman would just be able to get a pick out of anything, you know, considering that the lineman was chasing him. But it is what it is, man. And right there, we are going to be able to get up the field. But I really like this offense though, man, and I think you guys will definitely enjoy this gameplay. Now the only thing I wish they had is like a halfback base out of this formation, and this formation would be crazy if they had a halfback base, honestly, because it's a really nice formation. It's a really nice RPO, and what I found out is that no matter what, we're going to be able to get good animations with the quarterback. So right there, I was able to control them, but you could tell we're 2 rushes for 17 yards, and those holes are opened up wide, you know. So definitely possible. And then the Rams, I'm starting to see the Rams more and more as the years, you know, as Madden's coming to a close. Like almost every game I'm starting to play against the Rams. It was the Packers for the longest, but now it's starting to be the Rams, which I understand why. You know, they got Aaron Donald and Von Miller, and then of course, you know, you got Jalen in the secondary, and then you got I think his name's Williams. I think it's Darius Williams, it might be. You know, they got him who has like 91 speed. So they definitely have a lot of good. You know, the Rams have alignment, and they have, you know, 3 DBs. Everybody else is kind of slow at that point because they don't really have great, you know, linebackers. So this 3-3-5, he's kind of limiting himself just because they don't have the best safeties, excuse me. So they have like I said, Rap, I think his name is, but he's like 84 speed, so he's never gonna get the job done. They have somebody else who's like 80, he's like 87 speed maybe, but they just really don't have that speed. You really get the Rams when you get into a formation where you can just have 3 D linemen. That's all you need, because you really don't need 4 D lineman sets, just because Aaron Donald and freaking you know, Von Miller, they just nobody seemed like they could block them too, which I understand, you know. But right there, we caught them in cover 2, and we're gonna throw the nice dot for the touchdown. So make sure you do check out, you know, these setups and everything, man. I know I'll be talking a lot just because I like to talk, but these setups, you know, like, You know, and honestly, you know, it still frustrates me, you know, because I still get people who don't really know my channel who comment and say, oh, well, this is so-and-so scheme, or, oh, this is, I've seen so-and-so running this, and, you know, and I'll just be like, bro, have you watched any of my videos? You know, have you seen 100+ videos I put out on my setups? But a lot of times you already know how it is. You know, some people just come in and just want to, you know, they just want to troll you, you know, and I have to, sometimes, you know, I had to learn early on that, like, you kind of can't entertain trollers, but I always like to defend myself, but you really can't entertain those trollers because they just do that just to see how many likes they can get on comments and stuff like that, you know. I know how it is. Same thing on social media. But anyways, man, this this jet touch pass, I really wish they would do something with this, because it really has not been good. Like, there hasn't really been a good touch pass in Madden since probably it's right there. I probably could have went outside, I mean inside. I was thinking about that, but I thought the running back was going to seal him off the way it looked. But I definitely probably could have cut it up and actually got the first down. I wouldn't have got much, but I would have got the first down. Now, right here, you could go ahead and tell that this 3rd and 3 right here, we're going to go ahead and throw that little bubble route, and that's what makes this formation so good, because if they play any style of zone, you're pretty much going to have everything open at that point just because of this style of RPO. But anyways, man, I really wish that they would make RPOs good again in Madden, because, not RPOs, excuse me, jet touch passes, because in real life, they really work. You know, like the jet touch passes, they really work in real life, but on Madden, they can't seem to get the blocking right, unless it all depends on what formation you're into. But for the most part, I never really had nobody get big yards on the jet touch pass. Honestly, I've never had it happen. Maybe like 5 or 10, maybe 10 at the most, you know, where they just get picture perfect blocking and somebody just gets a broken tackle animation. That's about the most yards I think I probably ever gave up on a jet touch pass. But I just wish they could do better at, you know, simulating real life stuff. And right here, you can tell one of the things I forgot to mention too, and I do mention in my actual formation mini scheme video. Jeez, I couldn't think of the name. But the only thing is, the outside receiver on the running back side, he can't motion all the way across. That is the only thing with this formation. I believe it's another one, but please make sure you check out the video so you can actually get the full one. But I just know that the outside receiver to the running back side can't motion across the formation. So that's the only thing you have to be wary of. Now, right there, I actually did not mean to throw that. Now, if you go back and look, you'll tell X was actually flipped. So when you flip the offense, it actually flips the controller button for whoever throws it. And I was trying to give it to my running back. So I held X to give it to it, but I forgot when you flip it, it makes X to throw the bubble. So I mean, technically that's my fault. You know, I mean, obviously he didn't do anything, but that was 1000% my fault, 1000%. Because I was trying to actually give the ball to my running back, and just, you know, when you flip the offense, I forgot it flips the button layout for who gets the RPO. That's the only thing you have to watch out for when you're using that. But right here, this actually is a cover 2 beater. It actually does beat cover. It actually does beat zone drop defense, but that throw out there is just a little scary to make. It's that little wheel route, and you can kind of use this setup, which you'll see here in a little bit. But that setup is actually really good versus just somebody who's zone dropping at like 20 or 25. Now, he had his zone drops on max at 30, which I really never recommend you to do, honestly, because if you guys look, I really had a lot of stuff open the whole game, but it's just really what I wanted. And I'm 13 for 16, so it's not like I'm just missing reads. It's just, you know, I wasn't really pushing the ball super far downfield. I was really just taking what he was giving me. So he's really liking his cover 2 with dropping the linebacker in a 3rd. And the problem with that is when you do that and you zone drop, you're leaving a whole lot of holes in your defense. I know it looks like it's, you know, pretty strapped, but against somebody who semi knows what they're doing, you're gonna have a whole lot of holes in your defense. And that's what I was just doing right here. Now, notice, watch X. So what I was telling you, it can get open, but it's just a scary looking throw. That's why I didn't throw it, just because it looks kind of scary, and I really didn't want to just risk throwing another pick. But if you're feeling risky, you could definitely throw that ball, because it is a zone drop beater. It all just depends on how deep they're dropping. If they're dropping them at 30, it's a little scary of a throw. But a lot of times you'll be able to get it if you're able to stop and like kind of plant your feet. Or if you have a good quarterback like Russell Wilson or somebody who can actually throw on a run, then you can actually feel confident in throwing that. So just make sure you're really, really careful with that. Now, like I said, man, this RPO, it's really good, honestly, but I couldn't get back outside like I wanted to. But I mean, you could tell it's extremely good, even versus man coverage. As long as they don't have quarterback contain on, well, quarterback option on, but even if they do have quarterback option on, you'll still be able to give it to the running back, and it's just the inside zone. So it is really hard for the user to shoot that inside zone, just because of they have to pretty much know what they're doing to shoot that inside zone. Like, they have to set it up perfectly to do it, and most people aren't. Now, right here, this actually surprised me, because watch Jalen. So I did not expect Jalen to actually switch on a snap like that, just because he was on the inside receiver. So I think it was because I motioned him and he went. I don't know how it happened, to be honest with you, but that's why I threw that corner out. I was not expecting Jalen to be there because I was expecting whoever that is on X can't guard him. So I decided to just set it up a little differently this time, and I was gonna make sure not to motion so I can make sure I get this corner out. But I seen him use it to safety, so I'm just gonna hit the wide open slant, and we're gonna just, you know, get our yards, man. Like I said, man, this formation is just, it's fun. And honestly, I really had a fun time running this formation. And you guys are seeing it here that this RPO, like I said, man, if I'd have had somebody like the you know, the Ravens or somebody, you know, with Lamar, but I'm trying to switch it up. But right there, I noticed that circle was wide open. So I was like, wow, did he really just run commit? That actually surprised me. And I wondered if he'll do it again. Because if he did it again, I actually was going to just go to I was actually going to throw a circle out there. I wondered if he's seen it. So I was like, I'll run it again and see if he's seen it or not. So went ahead and tried to run it again. I seen his user shoot over there, but they were just shedding like crazy. You know what I mean? You know, you got to expect Von Miller to shed like crazy. But he did exactly what I thought he would. I figured he would actually react that time. But I wanted to see just to be sure. Because, you know, sometimes people just don't see things, you know. But he definitely did. So great job by him, man. So right here, I wanted to run the ball so bad. But I was like, you know what? Let's go 4 verticals in case he tries to blitz again. Now, right here, I wanted square so bad, but that's Jalen out there, so I'll never try him. But he gave me time, so I'm just going to wait and playmaker that way to move that linebacker. And then we are going to get a great route bounce to go ahead and get the touchdown right there. So, fortunate for us, man. So, right here, this is just showing you guys. So he actually ended up driving the ball his last drive. He milked the clock to where this will be his last drive because he didn't want me to have the ball back on offense, which is understandable because I scored almost every drive outside of throwing those dumb picks. But right here, this is just the last play of the game right here, and this is me using that 3-4 even defense. Now just kind of watch what we do right here. Now we're gonna go ahead and send that guy. Now, I'll talk about it more in the last game, but he tried to throw that right there. We go ahead and get the SWAT animation, and we are going to go ahead and take the win. So he was 9 for 23, but you'll be able to see the defensive gameplay and see why he even had that many yards of passing. He just really had a lot of broken plays, kind of, but anyways, man, I finally got to throw my little RPO out there. We're trying to go ahead and score. We're going to get a tiny bit sticky on him, and then we're going to try to swerve him out the way. And I think I would have had it had Williams not came and made the tackle. But anyways, man, that's going to wrap it up for this video. I do hope you guys have a blessed day. I'm Ray Jarrell, and I'm out.